Good morning,
Morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Dear children, we were discussing about mountains, right? The last class we discussed what are the features of mountains, and there are three types of mountains. What are the three types of mountains?
Block mountains,
Altina.
mountains, and
Altina, three types of mountains.
Mountain. Rock mountains,
Hmm.
wall mountains,
Hmm.
and
Harriet, three types of mountains.
mountains, block mountains, and volcanic mountains.
Volcanic mountains. Altina, read the textbook. Fold mountains, block mountains, and volcanic mountains. Yesterday we discussed how fold mountains are formed, how block mountains are formed. Okay. Today we will be discussing volcanic mountains. Volcanic mountains are formed due to volcanic activity or volcanic eruption. Okay. Then two examples are there for volcanic mountains. Fujiyama Mountains in Japan and Kilimanjaro Mountains in Africa. These are two examples of volcanic mountains. Okay. Volcanic mountains are formed due to volcanic activity. I'll show you one video. Watch this video. This how volcanic mountains are formed will be clear to you. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Volcanic mountains. Watch the video.
Okay, ma'am.
Volcanic mountains are built when molten lava, ash, cinder and dust from deep inside the earth come out on the surface through cracks in the earth's crust and accumulate.
If you want to note down this point, you can note down. Volcanic mountains are built when molten lava, ash, cinder and dust means something there inside the volcano, right? When those come out on the surface through cracks in the earth crust and accumulate. Very simple. Lava, ash, all things are there in volcanoes, right? Volcanic mountains are built when molten lava, ash, cinder, and dust from volcanoes come out of the earth through the cracks.
A magma chamber is a reservoir of magma within the earth's crust beneath a volcano. The viscous magma traps gases within it, which are released suddenly during an eruption. The magma, originally oceanic crust, also contains large volumes of water, which in its gaseous state of steam increases the pressure within the vent. The release of gases and steam under high pressure increases the likelihood of a violent eruption. The opening through which lava and other materials come to the Earth's surface is called a vent. The funnel-shaped depression at the top of a vent is called a crater. The rock plug left below the crater from a previous eruption blows off violently, creating a hail of ash and rock. Violent eruptions result in the collapse of the top of the cone. Secondary or parasitic cones are formed on the sides of the volcanic mountain. The cone's steep sides are formed after the sticky acid lava pours slowly down the side of the cone and cools quickly. Each eruption first produces rock fragments, which are later covered by lava, forming alternate layers on the volcanic mountain sides. You can make your own volcano using some mud, a small plastic cylindrical container, red and yellow food coloring, liquid dishwashing soap, baking soda, and a glass of vinegar. Make a volcanic mountain out of mud. Make sure you have left the center hollow to fit your plastic container. Insert the plastic container in the hollow center of the volcano at the top. Add 2 spoonsful of baking soda. Add about a spoonful of liquid dishwashing soap. To this mixture, add 2 drops of red and yellow food coloring each. Carefully pour some vinegar into the container. Step back and watch the volcano come alive.
Did you watch the video?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
one experiment is also that it can make volcano at home. But I don't recommend this, okay? Don't try this
Okay.
home. Because we are using baking powder and vinegar. I don't know what will happen when we mix baking powder and vinegar. Okay, so I don't recommend to do this at home. If you want, under parent supervision. Then this way, 3 mountains are formed. These volcanic mountains. Yesterday, you watched videos on block mountains and fall mountains. I hope this part is clear, right? 3 types of mountains. Then, mountains are very useful to human. Can you say how mountains are useful to human? What mountains provide us? Raise your hand. If you have any points, raise your hand. How mountains are useful? Forest is there, then think how it is useful to human. Yes, Smriti.
Ma'am, when rain falls on mountains and all this together comes down, flows down and makes rivers.
Definitely. Rivers originate from mountains. Many rivers originate from mountains. One example, I'll tell you, Himalayan mountains. 3 main rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus, originate from Himalayan mountains. So this way, many rivers originate from mountains. Okay, very good. Then, any other benefits we get from mountain? Any uses of mountain? Okay, let us see. Yes.
Ma'am, volcanoes when the ash and lava, when this volcano dust has been on top of a dead animal, like it can form fossils, and that's how dinosaur fossils and such studies can be done.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, mountains give us shade.
Yeah, mountains gives us shade. Okay.
Plants, fruits.
Yeah, it gives us food. Okay, let us see how mountains are useful to human. You know, mountains are very useful. What way? Mountains are storehouse of water. So water from the mountains is used for irrigation. What is the meaning of irrigation? Watering?
For farming and
yeah, watering land, for farming. We use water for farming, agriculture, right? Irrigation. And generation of hydroelectricity. That means we produce electricity from water, right? So water from mountains is used for irrigation of land and generation of hydroelectricity. Why the word hydroelectricity here? Electricity produced by water is called hydroelectricity. Okay, it's termed as hydroelectricity. So water from mountains used for irrigation and for the production of or for producing electricity. Then the river valleys and terrace are ideal for cultivation of crops. What is the meaning of river valley or valley? You might have familiar with the word, right?
yes,
You're
ma'am.
familiar with the word valley. It is associated with the river valley or mountain valley. What is the meaning of valley?
Ma'am, it is a small space between two mountains.
Yeah, low area of land in between two
Most
mountains, right?
valleys are
Low area
V-shaped.
of land. Yeah, low area of land between two mountains called valley. Then on slope of the mountain, see, this is slope of the mountains. Steps are made for cultivation of crops. This is called terrace farming. So mountain slopes are used for cultivation of crops, and river valleys also used for cultivation of crops. Then mountains have variety of flora and fauna. What is the meaning of flora and fauna? Flora means plants.
Okay, ma'am.
Plants and animals. Variety of plants and animals. Fauna, animal. Flora refers to plants and fauna refers to animals. If you don't know the meaning of these words, please write in your textbook or lecture note. Mountains have variety of flora and fauna. Altina, what is the meaning of flora and fauna?
Flora means plants and fauna means animals.
Okay. Then mountains provide fuel, means firewood, timber for furniture, honey, medicinal plants, etc. We get variety of things from forest or from mountains. Then idyllic site for tourists, means mountains attract tourists, right? It's scenic spot, attract tourists. Beautiful places attract tourists. Then many sports like paragliding, hang gliding, skiing, all these are popular in mountains. This way mountains are useful to human. Did you understand how mountains are useful to
Idyllic
human?
means what? Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
idyllic means what?
Attractive site for tourists.
Ma'am, idyllic
Good
means what?
site for tourists. Attractive
Okay, ma'am.
or good or good site for tourists. Attractive site for beautiful site for tourists. Then many sports are popular in mountains: paragliding, skiing, then hang gliding. The mountain valleys are suitable for cultivation of crops, and this is terrace farming, right? See, slopes of mountains are cut into steps. Okay, some crops are cultivated over here. See, paragliding, hang gliding, skiing, all these are popular in mountains. How mountains are useful to human? Mountains are storehouse of water. Water from
Water is
mountains
used for irrigation
and
and
generation of
generation of hydroelectricity.
hydroelectricity. River valleys and
And river
terraces
valleys
are
and terraces.
ideal for cultivation of
Cultivation of
crops.
crops.
Mountains have variety of flora and fauna. Variety of animals and plants are there in mountains, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then it provides
Yes,
fossil
ma'am.
fuel, not fossil fuel. Here, fuel means we get firewood. Firewood
Yes,
used for cooking and heating, right? Okay. Then
Yes,
timber for furniture, wood for furniture, honey, medicinal plants, etc. Then idyllic site for tourists. Mountains, its beauty, scenic spots attract tourists. And many sports like paragliding, hang gliding, skiing are popular in mountains. Clear how mountains are useful to human?
Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, can you show the slide once again?
Shall I move to the next topic? Next landform. Devika.
Yes, ma'am.
Second landform is plateau. What do you know about plateau?
Ma'am, plateaus are raised raised
Land.
area land
Raised
landforms.
Raised land, right? It is higher than surrounding areas, right? But not
Yes,
like
ma'am.
mountains. Anyway, it is higher than or raised platform.
Ma'am, even if it's higher, it has a flat surface.
Yeah, it has a flat surface. Okay, very good. Let us see what are the features of plateaus. A plateau is an elevated flat land. In simple word, we can say it's an elevated flat land, right? Natural elevation of the earth. When we discuss a mountain, we have learned, right? Mountains are natural elevation of earth's surface. So same like plateau is a natural elevated land. Then it is a flat top table land standing above the surrounding area. It is higher than surrounding area and it is a flat top table land. Flat top table land. Flat top. It's top like a table. Flat top table land. And plateaus are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. Plateaus are rich in mineral deposits. So many mining areas are located in plateau area. What is minerals? Can you see a few names of minerals? Names of
Ma'am,
minerals? Iron ore, iron. Yes, iron, bauxite, manganese, all these are gold, all these are minerals, right? So plateaus are rich in minerals. So what is mining?
Mining, mining is like building a hole, a large hole through the earth's surface for fuel.
All these minerals are found under the surface of the earth, right? So we have to take it out.
Yes.
We have to take it out. That process is known as mining. The process of taking out minerals from the surface of the earth is called mining. So many mining areas are located because plateaus are rich in mineral. It has many waterfalls. Some plateaus are rich in black soil. Black soil is very fertile and good for cultivation, right? Especially for cotton. For cotton cultivation, black soil is good for cotton cultivation. For the growth of cotton. Then, many scenic spots are of great attraction to tourists. So, plateaus like mountains attract tourists. Plateau is a flat top table land. This is the correct definition of plateaus. Plateaus are flat top table land. It's higher than surrounding areas. Plateaus are useful because they are very rich in mineral deposits. That's why many mining areas are located in plateaus. It has waterfalls and it attracts tourists. Black soil of plateaus, very fertile and good for cultivation, especially cotton cultivation. I'll show you a picture of plateau. See, it's higher than surrounding areas. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Plateaus are higher than surrounding areas. Actually, plateaus are formed due to erosion and deposition. Due to various geological factors, especially due to erosion, deposition, volcanic activities and all. Upliftment of land, erosion, some internal, external process. The picture of plateaus. Clear?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you told to remind for class this street.
Yes. Plateau is clear?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
all points
Yes,
you have to remember? Geetika, what all points you have to remember?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, plateaus are elevated flatlands.
Elevated flatland. Okay.
And it is a flat top tableland standing above the surrounding area.
Okay. Good.
Plateaus are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. Many of the mining areas in the world are located in the plateau area. It has many waterfalls. Some plateaus are rich in black soil, fertile and good for cultivation. Many specific sports and are great attractions.
Scenic sports attract means beautiful places attract tourists. See, this is I have shown you one picture, right? Second picture, this. See this. This attract tourists, right? Very beautiful place. This also, right? Did you all understand how mountains are useful and about
Yes, ma'am.
plateaus, second landform plateaus?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Chapter is very simple, right?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, Deccan Plateau is an example of
Yeah,
plateau.
Deccan Plateau in India. Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateau. Deccan Plateau, 1 second.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, batteries.
Yes. So over here, almost 8
Ma'am,
states
batteries.
covered in this. Yes. Who is calling me?
Ma'am, the battery is low.
Sorry.
Ma'am, the battery is low, so can I leave?
Okay.
Thank you.
Auntie Meghalaya Plateau, sir.
Sorry. Malwa
Meghalaya.
Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau. Say, I will study about plateaus in detail in 9th standard. We have a chapter. This is Deccan Plateau. Peninsula, this is Deccan Plateau, and in the middle part we have Central Highlands. There we have Malwa Plateau. Malwa, then Chota Nagpur. Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is Deccan Plateau.
Ma'am, Deccan Plateau is the biggest in India, right?
Yes, this is the oldest one. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The flat top tableland, higher than surrounding areas. Many means it's rich in minerals. So many mining areas in the world are located. For example, African plateau. It's Africa is world's largest producer of gold, diamonds, platinum.
Yes, ma'am.
So many in Africa, many mining areas are located in African plateau because it's famous for gold, diamond mining area. Right? Then waterfalls, many waterfalls are there in plateaus.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Because waterfall from great heights. So this attract tourists. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Up to okay, read the textbook.
Okay, ma'am.
I have told you to prepare for a class test. Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
There are 7
Lesson
plateaus in
Ashoka the emperor who gave up war, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll give you a short summary of the class. After that, I'll send the link. Okay. Lesson Ashoka the emperor. We learned about great Ashoka or Emperor Ashoka. He was son of Bintusara and grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya, they all belongs to Mauryan dynasty. Chandragupta Maurya laid the foundation of Mauryan dynasty. Okay. Then Chandragupta Maurya was supported by a wise man called Chanakya. He was very wise and his ideas were written in a book called Arthashastra.
Ma'am, it was written in Sanskrit.
Yeah, it was written in Sanskrit. Then about Mauryan Empire. The 3 important cities were there, Patliputra, Takshila and Ujjain. Patliputra was the capital city of Mauryan Empire. The capital city was occupied by rulers, officials, merchants, craftspersons, etc. And village occupied by farmers and herders, forest occupied by hunters and food gatherers. Then we learn difference between emperor and king. Right? Emperor is more powerful than a king. Empire and kingdom. Empire is more big, larger than a kingdom, and it needs more resources because it's larger than a kingdom. Then next we learn about Ashoka's Kalinka War. Ashoka's Kalinka War changed his attitude towards war. After Kalinka War, he decided to give up war. He decided he would not fight no more. He would not fight any more wars. Right? He decided to give up conquest after winning a war. He was first king or first emperor in history. Was the only emperor in history who gave up war after winning a war. And he followed Buddhism. Right? And he tried to spread Buddhism all over country. And for that he appointed some officials called Dhamma Mahamata. They spread Buddhism all over the world. Right? And his messages to people were written in Prakrit. It was a language of common people. Then next about Ashoka's Dhamma. Dhamma, it is a Prakrit word. What is the in Sanskrit? It is called Dharma, right? Dhamma
Yes,
is a Prakrit term. In Sanskrit, it is
Dharma.
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 Dharma is a word in Sanskrit, right? We use the word Dharma. In Prakrit, it is called Dhamma. Right? And what is the national emblem of India?
Four-headed lion.
Ma'am,
Four-headed lions. Lion capital, right? Four-headed lions. How many lions are there? Four lions are there seated back to back. Then anything else? Ashoka's Dhamma, Kalinka War, Emperor and...
Works of Ashoka.
Sorry?
Works of Ashoka.
Yeah, works of Ashoka. He had done many good things for people and he built many things for people, right? Constructed means ducks, wells, ponds were dug, and then built hospitals for animals and people. He built rest houses, planted trees on both sides of the road while it provided shade while traveling. Provided drinking facilities for the travelers.
Ma'am, tax.
Yeah. Then they collected tax because they needed more tax. Because empire was larger than kingdom. So they need more resources. So they collected taxes and they collected resources in the form of tax and tribute. Tax means compulsory. Right? It was compulsory to give. Tribute is a willing
Something which you
people.
Willing contribute.
For example, people lived in forest. They gifted honey, then honey, timber, medicinal plants and all to king, right? As a tribute, means as a gift.
Ma'am, what made Ashoka unique?
What makes Ashoka unique, or why is Ashoka called the unique leader, right? Unique ruler. One important thing, he tried to give his messages to people through inscriptions written on pillars and rocks. Second thing, he was the first king, or he was the only king in history. He is the only king in history who gave up war after winning a war. And he followed Buddhism. He followed Buddhism, and as a father tried to teach his children, he taught Buddhist or messages of Buddha to his people. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, then he appointed some people for looking at
Dhamma
the
Mahamata.
people.
Yeah, he
Not
appointed
that, ma'am.
officials. Dhamma
Ma'am, the tax,
Mahamata.
he appointed some people, right? To look if they are collecting the tax properly and all.
Five.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
of you are prepared for the test, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Close your textbook. I'll send the link. Yes. Did you get the link?
Yes, ma'am.
Start. We take attendance. Aaron Anthony. Aaron Anthony.
And there we guys in the waiting room.
Yes, yes, I admitted. Aaron. Abhinav Sajan.
Ma'am, I did not understand the last question.
Only 5 questions are there.
And ask there is for the option 1.
Is there any question, dear?
No, ma'am.
Then,
Can I submit?
yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, my device has no Google account. Can I change to other device?
Yes, yes. Join quickly. You know, Malavika is there. Malavika. Malavika. Absent.
No, ma'am.
Absent. Nihal Mustafa. Absent. Haya.
Ma'am.
Haya is also absent.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Haya. Namasya is there. Ayan Muhammad. Absent. Arjun Krishna. Absent. Anthony Vijo.
Absent.
Absent. Ananta Krishnan. Absent.
Absent.
Ameya Amjad.
Absent.
She was there in the class. I admitted her. Abhinav Sajan. Is there?
No, ma'am.
Absent.
Absent.
Did you submit?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take the mark. Scored full mark? 5
Yes,
on
ma'am.
5.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Very good. Okay, Geetika, Harriet, Smriti, Sanaika, Stravana, Abhiday, Anna, Sian, Amita scored 5 on 5. What about others? You lost 1 mark. Where you lost 1 mark? Ismail, 2 marks. 3 lines. Oh, last moment I told you. Answer. Dear children, it is a time to wind up the class. Submit the paper. Those who lose mark, find out the correct answer. Right? Sri Rudra, second question answer is wrong. Find out the correct answer. Kanishk also, second question answer is wrong. Find out the correct answer. Ananya Jindo, which answer is wrong?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Fourth one, right? Find out the correct answer. Yes. Dear children, it's a time to wind up the class. Read the textbook till to where I have stopped in the class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
How mountains are useful and
Thank you, ma'am.
plateaus.
Thank
Thank you. See you in the next class.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.